What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Top Tier Breaks. I'm James with you, as always, and I'll be doing your ribbon. What up, peeps? Welcome, welcome. It is Sunday. Sunday night. Breaks here at Top Tier. Welcome in. We got 6 for you tonight, as per the usual. So, yeah, let's get it going. Welcome in, everybody up at eBay Live. What's happening? Scott, no spots open that I know of right now. Definitely not for this one or the next two. There was a couple waiting to be paid for the other ones, but they have that time, and I assume that'll get paid up. So, as far as I know, no slots open tonight. And my peeps down at YouTube. Amy, what's good? Mr. Scott, what's up? And Andy, what's good? Captain K, what up, man? And Joshua, what up? And Mr. D. Bowman, what's up, man? What's up? Alright, so let's get this case. We got a fresh case of PRIZM, which means a new shot at a color blast, right? Where's my good knife at? Don't know. We'll rock this knife tonight. It's fine. Maybe. Why is that not cutting? There we go. Oh yeah, I've been feeling better for a while, Joshua. It was just about a 3-day deal there. We got to split these into thirds. There we have it. We'll give 1 and 2 back here, 3 and 4 up here, 5 and 6 back there. Whatever I roll, that's the one we will break now. That is a 3. So we're going to break this front stack here. These other 2 stacks will go as they are listed throughout the week. I think, I'm not sure if all of them are listed yet. I know there's one other one listed, I think, for like Thursday or something, stuff like that, but we shall see. Alright, we got 49-71, 2025 PRIZM third case. We got Diamondbacks Brian D, Braves Patrick M, Orioles Brian D, Red Sox Matthew C, Cubs Dave B, White Sox Michael E, the Reds Ted H, Guardians William H, Rockies Ted H, the Tigers Patrick M, Astros Noel R, Royals Nicholas V, Angels Jeffrey R or Jeffrey F, the Dodgers Tim O, Marlins Noel R, the Brewers Ted H, Twins Ian R, Mets Noel H or Noel R. Yankees Tim O, A's as well, the Phillies Lucas A, Pirates Andy M, Padres Ian R, the Giants Andy S, Mariners Nicholas V, Cardinals Lucas A, the Rays Jason K, Rangers Kimberly S, Blue Jays KCR, Nats Tim C, and the Rentaro Sasaki and Drew Burris spot going out to Kevin T. Also included in that spot, I'll call it the unaffiliated spot during the break. It's those two. It also includes Bud Selig and Josh Gibson. Any of the other guys on the NIL checklist, such as Jay Slalowet, Brady Abel, Holiday, Ethan Holiday, we'll go the teams that drafted him. So, yeah, there you go. Amy did tell you there. It's exclamation point redeemed skunked, Joshua. What's up, Patrick? I had you. Add you a Bud Andy. Yeah, right. Well, then why don't you got the spot, Andy? Working on that rainbow. Should always have that spot. Dustin, what up, dude? Alright, then. Let's get this show on the road. There's an Enrique Bradfield Jr. on the Pulsar. That is going to be out of $4.99 going out to the Orioles. And Billy Martin on the silver to the Yanks. There's a Leo DeRocher going out the Cubbies on the purple. That's out of $149. Oh my God. It's going to be kind of hard to rip with zero materials sitting here. Zero. Joshua, I gotta add those points to you. I gotta physically add them to you after you do the skunk redeem. So that's why you don't see them in there yet. Here's a Walker Martin going out the Giants on the Sensational 6. And here is this Leo DeRocher on the purple going out the Cubby. That is out of $149 again. And we've got a Ty Cobb on the red going out the Tigers. That's out of $2.99. Leo DeRocher silver to the Cubbies. And a Vladdy Guerrero Sr. that's going out the Expos. So that's or Nats via the Expos. It's out of $4.99. Kalen Culpepper, the Twins on the red wave. And there's a Chris Davis on the green scope going out the Orioles. That is out of $75. Blake Mitchell silver to the Royals. And sweet Larry Walker. Been pulling some really, really sweet autos out of PRIZM lately. That is a red legendary auto of Larry Walker going out the Rockies. That is going to be out of $99. Sweet Larry Walker. And a Buster Posey of the Giants on the blue. That is out of $199. Red Wave Cam Smith of the Orioles. And we got a Roger Clemens on the red going out the Blue Jays. Yes, the Blue Jays. It's out of $2.99. Zebby Matthews silver rookie going out to the Twins. There's a Boston Bateman on the Pulsar going out to the Padres. That's out of $4.99. Followed by a Cam Caminiti on the Sensational 6. Pulsar going out to the Braves. That is out of $199. Little red power Joe Sewell going out to the Guardians. It's going to be out of $99. Robin Ventura silver of the White Sox. And a Bert Campaneris off the A's on the blue. That is out of $199. We got Emmanuel Ramirez on the red wave going out to the Red Sox. And a Carter Jensen on the Pulsar going out to the Royals. That's out of $4.99. Alex Freeland on the silver. Hayden Miller on the red going out to the Phillies. That's out of $2.99. Followed by Johnny Mize on the red wave out to the Giants. And a fireworks red, George Lombard Jr. going out to the Yanks. That's out of $1.99. And those guys. Them dudes. Alright, General, let me get your tokens set for you here, bro. How many did you redeem? So there's one skunk, Joshua, looks like. Okay. There you go. All set. Oh no, Larry. I skunked you on the Cubbies. That's no good. Here we got a Prismatrix Christian Campbell. That's just a base Prismatrix, so it's not gonna be numbered. Just a sweet Christian Campbell out of the Red Sox. Really love those Prismatrix autos too. They're good looking cards. Homer Bush going out to the Rays on the green scope. That green scope going to be out of 75. Red Wave Jordan Lawler. Those are not numbered. It's going to the Diamondbacks. Red Bubba Chandler, the Pirates. That out of $2.99. Silver Joe Torre to the Braves. And we got Thomas Harrington on the Pulsar going out the Pirates. That's out of $4.99. Followed by Dante Nori going out the Phillies on the Sensational Six. Cliff Lee on the red going out to the Rangers. It's at $2.99. Andy Van Slyke on the silver. And we got Pee Wee Reese on the blue. Nice color match to the Dodgers. That is out of $1.99. Miles Naylor going out to the A's on the red wave. And a Harmon Killebrew on the Pulsar going out the Twins. That's out of $4.99. Tom Seaver on the silver going out to the Mets. got Will Wagner on the rookie. All by Marcel Mayer, red, going out the Red Sox. That's out of $2.99. Christy Mathewson of the Giants on the red wave, and a sweet Paul Skeens talisman going out the Pirates. That is out of $1.99. We have Jace Young on the Pulsar going out the Tigers. That is out of $4.99. Jake Arrieta silver to the Cubbies. And a Harry Ford red power out the Mariners. That out of $99. And a sensational Sigs Mac Norvith out to the Rays. How about them Bears, Larry? They ain't got no quit. Ain't got no quit. They play all 4 quarters. The Bears do. Our defense is not good though. We need to do something about that. There's an Earl Combs going off the Yankees on the blue. That is out of $1.99. Pulsar Ricky. Ricky likes Pulsars. It's out of $4.99. Ricky approves of Pulsars. There's a Luke Dickers on the red wave. Ricky gonna go get him a Pulsar. Well, R.I.P. Ricky. Ricky likes Pulsars. Jared Thomas going out the Rockies on the red. That's out of $2.99. Boston Bateman on the silver. Going out the Padres. What's up, Valerie? Any Cubbies yet? No. Well, not no. I mean, there's been some Cubs cards for sure. Silver, Jake Arrieta, there's nothing up on stage. I was about to say the same thing, Larry. If Darthead went down, I'm not sure that they still pull that out. And they got no. Our secondary is so banged up. We have no answer for the pass. Like they can just pass on it all day long. And usually, how we combat that by giving up so many yards. We give up some of the most yards in the whole league. The way we combat that is by getting turnovers. We only had 1 turnover today, but that turnover did, help us out. There's Levi Wells on the blue going out to the Orioles. Thanks, Bolt. That's out of $1.99. Yeah, the new setup's working well. Brooks Lee on the silver. New setup in the new office is working well. All right, we got Chase DeLauder on the Pulsar going out to the Guardians. It's out of $4.99. Followed by Kendall George on the red wave to the Dodgers. There's a Jang going out to the Dodgers on the purple. That is at a $149. Christian Campbell on the silver going out to the Red Sox. And Bryce Rayner to the Tigers on the prospect signatures red. That is out of $99. Going to Patrick. Andy Van Slyke to the Pirates on the red. That is out of $2.99. Followed by Jackson Churio on the red wave to the Brewers. Get Ian Kinsler on the Pulsar going out the Rangers. That is out of $4.99. Followed by a Braden Montgomery on the silver to the White Sox. It's not out. It won't be out yet. I'll let everybody know. Andy, it's not. They're not sure which month I'm going to be the seller spotlight or whatever, or when that goes. They obviously have to edit it and do all that stuff. So it's either going to be December or January, I think is what they said. This is Mac Norvis, so it's not out there yet. All right. Read the description, Joshua. The description of the video will have the link to the token store. It's kind of bare in there right now. There's a Mac Norvis on the Red Power that's out of 99. But it gives you a rundown in there on how to on what you can do to use them. There is a Prismatrix Drew Jones going out the Diamondbacks. Again, that's a base Prismatrix, so not numbered. What's up, DAT? Miggy Cabrera on the purple going out the Tigers. That's out of 149. Dick Allen on the red going out the Phillies. That's out of 299. And a Seaver King orange wave that's going to the Nats. That is out of 49. But the link is in the description to that token store, Joshua, and you can see them in there. And then essentially it gives you chat commands on how to redeem them. You can also redeem them straight from the store. They have one rule that you make sure you have a team and a break that night if you're redeeming something that needs shipped. It's Pulsar to $4.99, Cole Young. There's things in there you can purchase, such as like $5 off coupons. Used to be Bears Bowl picks, but that's a thing of the past. We got Bryce Cunningham on the orange wave going out to the Yankees. That's out of 49. Bunch of other stuff. Or not a bunch of other stuff in there. That's out of 49. There is some other stuff in there as well. There's Cliff Lee on the red wave. Silver Prismatrix. Nah, that's a red Prismatrix. Kyle Teal going out to the White Sox. That is going to be out of 199. Red Kobe Mayo to the Orioles. That's out of $2.99. Followed by a silver Blake Burke to the Brewers. Zebby Matthews on the Pulsar. Going out the Twins. It's out of $4.99. And a sensational sig, Zach Thornton going out the Mets. Nick Kurtz on the Talisman. And that'll bring us to the end of box 3. Final box here. There's a blue Tyson Neighbors going out the Padres. That is out of $2.99. Johnny Mize on the silver, the Giants. Got a Prince Fielder on the Pulsar going out the Brewers. That is out of $4.99. Followed by a Javi Lopez going out the Braves on the Sensational Sigs. Nice Javi. Ethan Holiday Dingers. That's going to be going to the Rockies. We got Paul Skeens on the green scope going out the Pirates. That out of 75. Mintaro Sasaki on the silver. Paul Skeens on the red. That's out of $2.99 going out the Pirates. And we got a Ryan Zimmerman. It's been a while since I pulled one of these. A black and gold. Let's go on the Nats. That's going to be out of 5. Really nice black gold out of 5. Those are good looking cards too. Juan Gonzalez on the Pulsar of the Rangers. It's out of $4.99. Followed by a Tom Seaver on the silver. We got a Braden Taylor on the Sensational Sigs going off the Rays. Paul O'Neill on the purple going out the Yankees. That is out of $149. Lazaro Montez on the red wave. And a Darren Baker on the blue going out the Nats. That out of $199. Brady House on the silver. We got a Yadi Molina on the Pulsar going out to the Cardinals. That's out of $4.99. Followed by a Noble Meyer to the Marlins on the red Sensational Sigs. That is going to be out of 99. Bookend 99 of 99 as well. And our final bit here. Got Tommy Troy on the purple. Let's go to the Diamondbacks. It's out of $149. Zach Veen to the Rockies on the silver rookie. Got Michael Young on the red going out the Rangers. Is at $2.99. PJ Morlando on the red wave to the Marlins. We got Joe Escada on the rookie. Harry Ford to the Mariners on the Pulsar. That's out of $4.99. Jacob Wilson silver going out to the A's. And a Kiki Collier going out to the Pirates on the red wave, or red power rather. That is out of $99. Red wave Starlin Cava to the Marlins. A red dingers. There's, you know, it's not a prism break without some red dingers flying around, right? It's out of $199. It's official. All right, that'll do it for the break. So let me get these cleaned up right quick, and we'll hit a recap. All right, let's start off with our blues. These blues are going to be out of $199. We got a Darren Baker of the Nats, Tyson Avers of the Padres, Levi Wells of the Orioles, Earl Combs of the Yanks, a Pee Wee Reese of the Dodgers, Burt Campaneris of the A's, and a Buster Posey out to the Giants. All right, then we have our purples. These purples are out of $149. We got a Tommy Troy to the Diamondbacks. There's a Paul O'Neill of the Yankees, Miggy Cabrera to the Tigers, Jang out to the Dodgers, and a Leo DeRocher to the Cubbies. I guess there was one staged Cubbies, that Leo DeRocher. We got a Red Powers. These are going to be out of 99. We got a Kiki Collier to the Pirates, Mac Norwood to the Rays, Harry Ford to the Mariners, and a Joe Sewell going out to the Guardians. Green Scopes. These are going to be out of 75. We got a Paul Skeens to the Pirates, a Homer Bush to the Rays, and Chris Davis going out to the Orioles. Orange Waves. These will be out of 49. We got a Bryce Cunningham to the Yanks, and a Seaver King to the Nets. And we did get a black gold Ryan Zimmerman out to the Nets, so that is going to be numbered 5 of 5. Really nice card there. And our insert parallels, we got a red Dingers, Reggie Jackson, it's going out to the Yankees. That is out of 199. We got a red prismatic Kyle Teel of the White Sox. That is out of 199 as well. These are all out of 199. Every one of these are. A Paul Skeens Talisman going to the Pirates, and a George Lombard Jr. to the Yankees on the Fireworks Red. Then our autos, we did get a Bryce Rayner to the Tigers on the red prospect signatures. That is out of 99. A Prismatrix Silver Christian Campbell. So that's not going to be numbered. It's going to the Red Sox, and neither will this Drew Jones be numbered, but it is a Prismatrix Silver going out to the Diamondbacks. And then it's a base autos tonight. All right, our sensational signatures. Here's our base ones, not numbered. Walker Martin to the Giants, Dante Nori to the Phils, Mac Norwood to the Rays. We got a Braden Taylor to the Rays, Javi Lopez to the Braves, and a Zach Thornton to the Mets. With a Pulsar Sensational Sigs, Caminiti to the Braves. That is going to be out of 199. And then a red Noble Meyer out to the Marlins. That's out of 99. Bookend 99 of 99. And a very sweet legendary Sigs, Larry Walker red. That's going out to the Rockies out of 99. Nice Hall of Famer. He's always got a really good auto there too. All right, peeps, that'll do it for the break. So I will be back in just over 10 minutes, and we will start breaking on 4972, which is a LOGOFRACTOR 5-box. So I will see you guys back here very shortly. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to your breaks. I'm James Lee, as always, and I'll be doing the dipping. What up? All right, Josh. Let's see you figured out some redeems there. That's good. That's very good. Of course, I didn't see the. That was weird. The alert box didn't come up and show it. Maybe it will after a while. I guess maybe. Who knows? But that just comes as a refund on eBay, so I'll hit you up with a $5 refund on eBay then. Appreciate you. Yeah. Oh, good. All right, we got 4972 2025 Topps Chrome LOGOFRACTOR quarter case. We got the Diamondbacks Kevin T, Braves KCR, Orioles Patrick M, the Red Sox Craig S, Cubs as well, and the White Sox. Reds Patrick M, the Guardians Rockies Craig S, Tigers Patrick M, the Astros Royals Angels Craig S, Dodgers Dustin S, the Marlins Christopher G, Brewers Craig S, Twins Anthony O, Mets Craig S, Yankees as well, the A's Richard D, Phillies Christopher G, Pirates Craig S, Padres Richard D, Giants Andy S, the Mariners Craig S, Cardinals as well, Rays Christopher G, Rangers Jason R, Blue Jays Matt S, and the Nats Nicholas. Alright, me write that down. Okay. Oh, good. I love having the whiteboard next to me. I got this big ass whiteboard next to me for all my notes. It works out well. You gotta write it down, right? I always tell you guys to write shit down. Always be telling you guys, hey, write that down, right? You don't write. I find that writing stuff down is different than typing it into your phone or anything in your phone. It does something different mentally. Right? You remember it more. Plus, it's written right there in your face every time you walk by it, so that helps. But yeah, write that down. Yeah. Nice, Joshua. All right, here we go. All right, Mr. Randy. Randy been nice. Oh, absolutely. You gotta have something to write stuff down, right, Joshua? You gotta write it down. Write it down. All right. There's an Alvarez and Mets. We got Paul Skeens, followed by Ben Rice, rookie, going out the Yanks. And Mr. Old Two-Line McGreevy. Been calling him that since 2021 when he was in Leaf Products. Always signs his auto in 2 lines. That's a auto going out the Cardinals. Going to Craig. And we got a Luis Ariz on the purple to the Padres. That is out of 250. There's Mr. Bregman, Aaron Nola. We got Max Muncy, rookie, going out the A's. A Lindor on the power players, and a Blue Jackson Joe, about a 150, going out the Tigers. We got a Tanner Bibee. There's a Christian Campbell rookie going out to the Red Sox. Marco to the Giants. Lindor going out to the Mets on the 35th anniversary, and a Gunnar Henderson on the gold, the Fortune 15. That's a pretty nice pull there for the Orioles. And Patrick, that is a gold Fortune 15 Gunnar. It's going to be number 3 of 50 down there. We got Ty France, the Twins. There's a Kyler Montero going out to the Tigers, and Mackenzie Gore to the Nats on the Aqua to 199. Down to 199. Well, thanks, Patrick. I did pull that one like a champ, didn't I? Like it was my job. Maybe? Yeah. Derek for real, alright? Derek for fucking real. As long as you don't shoot me or get me shot first. Joshua. Alright, we got Mr. Blake Snell. There's a Javier Sanoja of the Marlins. Mr. Tristan Casas, Pedro Leon. And we got a blue O'Neal Cruz out of 150. That's going out the Pirates. Carlos Correa of the Twins. There's Chris Sale of the Braves. We got a Will Warren on the rookie going out to the Yanks. Jackson Holiday, Future Stars of the O's. And a Adley Rutschman on the Aqua to 199 going out to the O's as well. Open them wrong. Had to deal with the sponge. That's why I always open them from the bottom. We ain't got to deal with that piece of styrofoam. I'm keeping pulling them. Sleeve the trout if thou pulls it out. You don't get top loaded. They'll just sleeve it. It's Trout Awareness Month, just making everybody aware that if you pull it out, you must sleeve the trout. It is for safety, and it's the law. More on that later, but write that down. As James said, sleeve the trout. Cool. If you didn't know, now you do, and your life will be safer for it. Indeed, Andy. So Hunter Green, we got Luis Angel Acuña, nice Adrian Benintendi, and Connor Norby going out to the Marlins. Solid green auto there for the Marlins. And Chris, that is out of 99. And then a Nestor Cortez of the Brewers on the purple, that's out of 250. We got a gold coming up as well. There's a Gunner to the Orioles, followed by Tyler Locklear going out to the Marlins or Mariners. Matt Chapman to the Giants. A Dylan Cruz on the Fortune 15 to the Nats, and our gold is a Tristan McKenzie going out to the Guardians. It's out of 50. Nice. I'm not sure what you're talking about, the alleged MLB player news. Well, we finally got a potential buyback. All right, depends on who gets it, but Judge is a potential buyback. If Cal Raleigh wins the MVP, you're going to get his buyback cards out of Update. They did say that if he or somebody who does not have a base card, which Cal Raleigh does not have a base card touch chrome, was the MVP, that their Update Chrome cards would be eligible, which usually Update Chrome is not eligible. Oh, I didn't even hear about that. When did that news break? There's a Kevin Alcantara going out to the Cubbies. And another auto for the Cardinals. That's a Thomas J.C. Green. out the Cardinals. That's out of 99, 2 green autos. And Edgardo Henriquez going out the Dodgers on the Aqua to 199. Now, I did hear, that I know there's something to do with. I heard that for the UFC fights the other day or whatever that got the FBI involved. But yeah, no, I guess I'll have to go search that up. There's Cade Povich going out the Orioles. We got a Corbin Carroll, the Diamondbacks on the Future Stars, and our final card is going to be a Jonathan India Purple going out the Royals. It's out of 250. Well, I will familiarize myself with that. And then I will give you some input. Well, yeah, the NBA. Yeah, there's been all kinds of betting things going on here lately. Did they name the players? All right, recap. All right, here's our purples. These are out of 250. Jonathan India, the Royals. Nestor Cortez, the Brewers. Luis Arias to the Padres. And we got our Aquas. These are out of 199. We got a Adley Rutschman of the Orioles. Edgardo Henriquez of the Dodgers. Mackenzie Gore of the Nats. Our Blues are going to be out of 150. We got a O'Neill Cruz of the Pirates and Jackson Jobe of the Tigers. And then the Golds are going to be out of 50. We have a Tristan McKenzie of the Guardians and a Gunnar Henderson on the Fortune 15 to the Orioles. That one is 3 of 50. And then we did get some autos. 3 of them, actually, which is really good for a 3-box break. Ha! That sounds good, brother. Well, hopefully you're okay. Right? Oh, Class A and Ortiz. Okay. Manuel Class A. He's a hell of a pitcher, dude. What? Yeah, that dude. I don't know. Well, hopefully it's not true, but if so, can't do that. There's Michael McGreevy going with the Cardinals. And we got our greens. These are at 99. Thomas J.C. of the Cardinals and Connor Norby of the Marlins. All right. Well, that'll do it for the break. I will be back in just over 10 minutes. We will rip on 49.73. That is going to be our shoebox treasures break for the night. So I shall return and we will hit up some shoebox treasures. Wrong button. There we go. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Top Tier Breaks. I'm James with you as always, and I'll be doing this everything. Alright, ladies and gents. We got some shoebox treasures. We have 4973 2025 Topp Shoebox Treasure Collectors 4 Collectors Box. We got no Diamondbacks, no Rockies, no Rays in this product. So we got the Braves Lou B, Orioles Daniel O, the Red Sox Lucas A, Cubs Chris C, White Sox Michael E, Reds Justin H, the Guardians Rob V, Tigers Matt S, Astros Christopher S, Royals Ryan K, the Angels Chad C, Dodgers Dustin S, Marlins Joe M, Brewers Maricela M, Twins Ryan K, Mets Justin B, Yankees James C, A's Richard D, the Phillies John C, Pirates Joe M, Padres Justin B, Giants Ryan K, Mariners Justin H, Cardinals Kevin T, Rangers Roger F, the Blue Jays Chad C, and the Nats Richard D with the Josh Gibson spot going out to Brian K, and the non-sports spot going to Joe M. Canvas SSP is going to be a Goose Gossage going out the Yankees. Well, Shoebox Custom is these. They're another set. I can't remember. It's another set by Andy Friedman, the artist that does the watercolor paintings. Kind of a weird looking watercolor painting. Pretty cool set. Basically just did watercolor paintings of X amount of players and not specific, I guess maybe his favorite cards of them. I don't know how they chose the cards to be, of which cards he was going to, paint or whatever, but here they are. Alright. Ellie. Nice Rhino and Vladdy Guerrero Jr. There's a Satchel Paige that's going to go out the Orioles. as the St. Louis Browns became the Baltimore Orioles. And we shall sleeve the trout. Again, it's Trout Awareness Month. Be safe when ripping. Sleeve your trouts. Yeah, that's what I said. It was only megas. This one will have to be random between the Red Sox and the Reds and the Red Sox. We'll do all our randoming at the end. There's a couple other cards that need randomed in this as well. Nice, Ernie. And that is a Ted Williams. That's talking about the expansion Washington Senators that formed in '62. He was a manager for that team at one point, and then became the Texas Rangers. So that Ted Williams card goes to the Rangers. All right. There's Nolan Ryan on the 90 Bowman, and we got a shoebox treasure stamp Tim Wallach. That's going out to the Nats via the Expos. And it's going to be out of 99. And give me just a second here. I got to open top loaders up. Forgot to do that like a dummy. Like a dummy foot. Yeah, for the life of me, I can't remember what that set was called, though, DAT. All right, our auto for the box is going to be a Matt Williams on the grayscale. That is out of 75 and going out to the Giants. There's Ben Rice on the first late rookies going out to the Yankees. And the 51 Bowman SP Duke Snyder going out to the Dodgers. Grayscale, Frank Thomas going with the White Sox. That's out of 75. And a Tops logo laminate of Mr. Dave Winfield going off the Padres. I never broke any of it either, DAT. That's why I don't remember it very well. That's out of 35, the Tops logo laminates. Kobe Mayo on the first light rookies going out the O's. Followed by a Paul Skeens on the Tops logo laminate. Going to the Pirates. It's going to be out of 35 as well. There we go. And a 90 Bowman Larry Walker going out the Nats via the Expos. Rhett Lauder on the first light rookies. Sapia. It's going to be out of 15 going to the Reds. There's a Lindor on the shoebox treasure stamp going out the Mets. And Sweet Willie Mays on the 51 Bowman SP going to the Giants. Proper pressure, wrist blisters, and other hand issues. Daniel Boone. Daniel Boone did say that, and it does do that. There's a Spencer Schwallenbach on the first late rookies of the Braves. Vladdy Guerrero going out the Blue Jays on the shoebox treasure stamp. That out of 99. And Rainbow Foil Raffy Devers going out the Red Sox. That out of 25. Nice Rainbow Foily. Devas, we got a Manager's Dream, Mantle and Mays. So there's another one need to be randomed out. Again, we'll do those at the end. We got a Robin Yount to the Brewers on the grayscale. That is out of 75. And we got Ozzie Smith on the Rainbow Foil. Is that Rainbow Foil? Yeah, it's Rainbow Foil Auto. Sweet Ozzy going to the Cardinals. That's going to be out of 25. 16 of 25 to be exact. And then, as always, we'll check the backs of these. Make sure we didn't miss any parallels. Such as the splatterbacks or the... Vintage stocks. did not. All good. All right, Canvas SSP is a Trevor Hoffman to the Marlins. Huh. I noticed that they're a little messed up going through there. But didn't realize they're all upside down backwards the whole 9 yards. Lame. There's Jeter. Hard to read the name on that one. Nice show, hey. That's a Walter Johnson talking about the old school Washington Senators, which did become the Twins, so that Walter Johnson will be going to the Twins. Might as well just grab this. That's a manager's dream again. Will need to be random between the Yanks and the Giants. Not a parallel. And Topp's logo laminate, Don Mattingly, the Yanks. That is out of 35. We got a Rhett Lauder. That's going to be probably a splatterback because there's always a parallel after the 90 Bowman inserts. And indeed, that it was a splatterback. Only way you can tell about these splatterbacks is look at the back. They are out of 15 as well. Resigns on the first light rookies of the Reds, followed by a Juan Marichal on the grayscale going off the Giants. That out of 50. And our auto is going to be a Tim Wallach going out to the Nats via the Expos. That is out of 35. Larry Walker to the Nats as well via the Expos on the Sapia. Excuse me, grayscale. It's going to be out of 75. And another Willie Mays 51 Bowman SP going to the Giants. Dylan Cruz on the first light rookies of the Nats, followed by a George Bell on the Sapia going out to the Blue Jays. It's out of 50. The Beige and a Jeter on the Sapia going out the Yanks. It's going to be out of 50. There's a Aaron Judge on the Sapia going out the Yanks. That's out of 50. James Wood, first light rookies of the Nets, followed by an Alan Trammell on the grayscale going out the Tigers. That out of 75. that's going to be what looks. That's probably going to be a splatterback as well. It's not a vintage stock. There it is, splatterback out of 15, Darryl Strawberry. And we got a Randy Johnson shoebox treasure stamp going out to the Nats via the Expos. That's out of 99. Actually, I can tell you with pretty much 100% certainty we did not miss any out of that one, but we will still check the backs. I mean, always a chance that we miss one, but it's easy to know, once you know the configuration somehow, however it works, with the backwards cards that I set in one pile, every time I open the pack, how I set them over here and I set the other ones over here. However that works out, it works out that after every 90 Bowman insert is a parallel, and if there's not a 90 Bowman insert, then after every First Light Rookies, there's a parallel. So as long as you know that, you look at the next card, you shouldn't miss any of the parallels. But we always check to be sure. Our canvas SSP is going to be a Ted Williams. That's going to the Rangers. Because the expansion Washington Senators became the Texas Rangers. It's much easier to do that than just throw them all away at the same time. Satchel Paige to the O's. Trout. In case you want to whip it out and play with it later, it needs to be protected, needs to be sleeved for safety. Safety for sharing. In case you want to, share it with your neighbors. You want to whip it out and show your family. Impress your family. You want to, take it to the park and show it around. Pull it out and, hey, check out my trout. It's awesome. Things like that. I'm just here to make sure you guys stay safe. Especially in the month of November, which is Trout Safety Month. Spreading the word one break at a time. There's a Reese Hines on the First Light Rookies going to the Reds. That is out of 50. Louder in the First Light Rookies of the Reds, and then a rainbow foil Corey Seager to the Rangers. It's out of 25. We got a shoebox treasure stamp Corey Seager to the Rangers. That out of 99. And another Ozzie Smith, unbelievable. That's a shoebox, or that's a Tops logo laminate Ozzie Smith. That is there. You can kind of see. I'm trying to flash. There they are. You can flash those Tops logos there on it. That is out of 35. Amazing. 2 Ozzie Smith autos in one break. Kevin, wow. Congrats, bro. There's a Brooks Lee on the First Light Rookies going out the Twins, and a George Brett on the shoebox treasure stamp going out the Royals. I really do, Amy. I do care. It's at 99. as a Brooks Robinson for the Orioles. And Monty Irvin going out to the Giants on the Bowman SP. 51 Bowman SP. Bill Mazeroski to the Pirates on the Sapien. That's out of Fitty. And Jim Abbott on the Rainbow Foil of the Angels. Rainbow Foil. That's bookend numbered 1 of 25. Jace Young on the first light rookie. Shoebox treasure stamp. Larry Walker out to the Nats via the Expos. It's out of 99. And Harbin Killebrew on the Shoebox treasure stamp to the Twins. That is out of 99. And there's a Topps logo laminate Reggie Jackson going out the A's. It's out of 35. Bookend 1 of 35. Where do I have those at? Right here. Ben Rice on the first light rookies to the Yanks. And a Bob Feller. Bob, I'm a good feller on the 51 Bowman SP to the Guardians. You look at the listings, Ben? I mean, on release day, right? As always. So on release day, I'm pre-selling some the night before. We're doing a lot of update on release day. We'll be doing 2 full cases of jumbos on release day. Oh, you just now thought of it? Yeah. No, I thought maybe you looked at the listings and I had the times wrong or something like that. No, it's pre-selling 2 on Tuesday. That'll break on Wednesday afternoon, and then I think we're 2 half cases of jumbos, and then we're doing 4 half cases of jumbos on release night. So, here's a Brooks Robinson on the Canvas SSP going out to the Orioles. Final box here. Shohei. There's a Jeter. LD. We've been over it. You should know by now. To practice safe ripping. Always. And sleeve your trouts. got the Tom Seaver on the Sapien going on the Mets. That is out of 50. Kobe Mayo on the first light rookies of the Orioles. And a Altuve on the shoebox treasure stamp. Going out to the Astros. That is out of 99. That's going to be a Miggy Cabrera. That's going to be a splatterback, I do believe. Going out the Tigers. So a good amount of splatterbacks coming. That's out of 15. Keep those coming all day. And Eddie Murray is going to be our auto. It's going out the Orioles. Daniel. Sweet Eddie right there. That is out of 10. Spencer Schwellenbach going on the Braves. And we have a Duke Snyder on the 51 Bowman SP going out the Dodgers. There's a Frank Thomas on the Sapia going off the White Sox. That's out of 50. And a Willie Mack on the grayscale going off the Giants. That's out of 75. Hayden Birdsong on the first light rookies to the Giants. And a first light rookies Nacho Alvarez, the Braves. That's a shoebox treasure stamp, and it's going to be out of 99. Bobby Witt on the stamp. It's at 99 to the Royals. And that is going to be a vintage stock. Kirby Puckett going out the Twins. Really nice vintage stock. So it doesn't have the shine. It's on a little bit of a grainier stock, and it's out of 10. So really sweet Kirby there for us. And we got Jimmy Key on the Sapia going off the Blue Jays. That's out of 50. And the manager's dream. Mantle and Mays going off to the Yankees or the Giants. We'll have to do the randoming here in a minute. James Wood on the first light rookies to the Nats, and we have another Willie Mays 51 Bowman SP. Really killed it in that respect, Ryan, with the Giants. I think you got 3 of these Bowman SPs. Those are good. All right, so let's look at the backs of these. I'll get these put away. We'll do our randoming real quick of those. I do random them all unless both parties are here and say they will equally split as far as the Mantle Mays and the George Foster, Jim Rice's. Other than that, I have to, not gonna make the decision for you that you're okay with splitting them both, which I'm sure most people are, but again, won't make that decision for you guys. So, I always just random them both out, or random them all out. And let's do so. Alright, let's do these first. 1, 2, and 3 to George Foster and the Reds. 4, 5, and 6 to Jim Rice and the Red Sox. First one's going to be a deuce. Going to go to the Reds and George Foster. Second one is 6. Going to go to Jim Rice and the Red Sox. So those ones worked out. Same thing here. 1, 2, and 3 to Mantle. 4, 5, and 6 to Mays. First one's a 3 and going to go to Mantle. The Yanks. Second one's a 3. Going to go to Mantle and the Yanks. That one is a 5. Going to go to Willie Mays and the Giants. That one's a 1. And going to go to Mantle and the Yanks. Alright, let me get those squared away here right quick. /51 Bowman SPs. Okay, we got a Duke Snider to the Dodgers. And 3 Willie Mazes out to the Giants. And another Duke Snider to the Dodgers. With a Bob Feller going out to the Guardians and a Monty Irvin to the Giants. Shoebox Treasure Stamps. These are all going to be out of 99. We got a Bobby Witt to the Royals. Nacho Alvarez to the Braves. Altuve to the Giants. Excuse me. Astros. Harmon Killebrew to the Twins. Larry Walker to the Nats. George Brett to the Royals. Corey Seager to the Rangers. Randy Johnson to the Nats. Vladdy Guerrero to the Blue Jays. Lindor to the Mets. And a Tim Wallet to the Nets. All Nats in the set are Expos besides Dylan Cruz and James Wood. Here our grayscales are out of 75. We got a Willie Mack going out the Giants. Alan Trammell to the Tigers. Larry Walker to the Nats. Robin Young to the Brewers. And a Frank Thomas on the 90 Bowman to the White Sox. Sapias. These Sapias will be out of 50. We got Jimmy Key to the Blue Jays, Frank Thomas to the White Sox, Tom Seaver to the Mets, Bill Mazeroski to the Pirates. A re-signs to the Reds. We got a Aaron Judge to the Yanks. There's a Jeter going out to the Yanks, a George Bell to the Blue Jays, Juan Marichal to the Giants, and a Rhett Lauder out to the Reds. And then our Topps logo laminates. These are going to be out of 35. We got a Reggie Jackson to the A's, Don Mattingly to the Yanks, Paul Skeens to the Pirates, and a Dave Winfield out to the Padres. And then our rainbow foils. These rainbow foils are out of 25. We got Jim Abbott to the Angels, Corey Seager to the Rangers, and a Raffy Devers out to the Red Sox. Then we got our splatterbacks. These are out of 15. We got a Miggy Cabrera to the Tigers, Darryl Strawberry to the Mets, and a Rhett Lauder out to the Reds. And then our vintage stocks. These are or just one vintage stock. It's a Kirby Puckett to the Twins. That is numbered 9 of 10. Here's our canvas SSPs. We got a Brooks Robinson to the Orioles. Ted Williams to the Rangers, because the Washington Senators, the expansion Washington Senators, in which he was a manager of, became Rangers. Trevor Hoffman to the Marlins, and a Goose Gossage out to the Yankees. And our autos, we got a Topps logo laminate. Trying to flash the laminate there. Actually, no, never mind. It's a vintage stock Eddie Murray going out to the Orioles. That is numbered 6 of 10. This is a logo laminate of, you can kind of see it there as I flash it rarely. I swear that on my other setup, maybe my light was just better, like hitting it at the right angle or something like that to really flash those logo laminates. There they are there. But anyways, that's a Ozzie Smith of the Cardinals that's out of 35. We got a Tim Wallach on that same logo laminate. Going out to the Nats, that one's out of 35 as well. And another Ozzie Smith on the rainbow foil. That's going out to the Cardinals. That's out of 25. And a grayscale Matt Williams to the Giants. That one's out of 75. All right, ladies and gents, next up we got some Inception, 2024 Inception. And break 49.74. So I shall return in 10 minutes and we will break on that. So I'll see you guys then.
with a smack. Beat marathon, I'm a killer on the track. Never modern talk, coming back with a smack. Black steel fools never lost his back. Thirsty for blood, even more just like that. I'm a killer on the track. Never modern talk, coming back with a smack.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Top Tier Breaks. I'm James Lee, as always, and I'll be doing the ribbon. Alright, peeps. We are back. We got some Inception. Full case style. Little mishap with this break somehow, and I don't even know how the hell it happened. No effing clue how it happened, but somehow two of them got listed. I still have no idea how it happened, but somehow two of them got listed. One of them didn't even get scheduled for time, so it was all ending at the same time, and I didn't realize that till today, so I had to take them down and cancel them. And if I cancel them if I end the listings within 12 hours of the break, and they have a bid within 12 hours of the break happening, I have to cancel and sell the highest bidder. So some of you were affected by that, and I just had to cancel the sale. You know, obviously 6 hours, 7 hours left on the listing. They weren't going to end at those prices, but so if you were affected by that, I do apologize for that confusion and having to go through all that, but I think nothing hurt there, I don't think. So appreciate you guys understanding. We got 4974 2024 Topps Inception full case. We got Diamondbacks. Actually, I think I accidentally canceled both of the Diamondbacks. So what we can do there, hold on. I'm going to make a listing. I'm going to auction off the Diamondbacks on eBay Live right now. So, hold on here. Take me just a minute. But if you're interested in the Diamondbacks, I'm going to auction them off over on eBay Live right now as soon as I get the listing made. This is 4974. We're starting at $19.99. That's copious amount less than they usually sell for. So, yeah. All right. So there we go. So that's listed. Okay, that's listed. Now we gotta go up to here. And listings from store 49.74. Import. Alright, so I'm putting the Diamondbacks up right now. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Pin that. And Diamondbacks are live. Go ahead and bid on them. You will receive them in this break. If you want them. Jordan Lawler company. Jordan Lawler is the rookie. All right, we got 4974 Diamondbacks to be decided. Braves, KCR, Orioles, Daniel O, Red Sox, Evan G, the Cubs, Joseph D, White Sox, Michael E, Reds, Justin H, Guardians, Marisol M, Rockies, Joshua M, Tigers, Robert P, Astros, Matt S, the Royals, Jared P, Angels as well, the Dodgers, Brian B, Marlins, Joshua M, Brewers, Mike F. The Twins, Joshua M. Mets, William C. Yankees, Adam R. The A's, Noel R. Phillies, Dan B. Pirates, Mike F. The Padres, Justin B. Giants, Ryan E. Mariners, Dan B. Cardinals, Mike G. Rays, Mike F. Rangers, Alfred M. Blue Jays, Adam R. Nats, Dan B. Joshua, it's on eBay Live. All right, and that is you, Joshua. So, okay. All right. I think we are ready. Inception. Actually had a really nice Inception break last time we broke this, so let's see if we can't do that again. Alright, here we go. There's a Marco Luciano of the Giants, followed by Royce Lewis of the Twins. We got Evan Carter of the Rangers, and a AJ Smith-Shawver of the Braves. Then a green Brian Ramos out of the White Sox. Greens are not numbered. King Tuck, the Astros. Mr. Cab Tucker on the green. And our auto is going to be a Jordan Wicks going out to the Cubbies. On the red, that is out of 50. 40 of 50 to be exact. Right down there in the corner. It's a nice Jordan Wicks. Grand Poly to the Padres. We got a Kyle McCann to the A's. Ranger Suarez to the Phillies. And a Victor Scott going off the Cardinals. We have a Luis Arraez on the yellow out of 199 going out to the Padres. Brian Ramos on the green to the White Sox. And nasty. Nasty. Damn. There you go, Joe. All right. It's a good day for you. Right here. The, hold on, I gotta open up some of those size top loaders real quick. That is a, hold on. I guess I didn't mention this went to, I got excited. The Raffy never showed up for you, bro. Which is that's good. And the Jumbo Inception Relic Auto of Mr. PCA to the Cubbies. That is out of 125 and nasty. Nastiness. The old rookie patch auto. Jumbo rookie patch auto of Mr. PCA. It's my boy Blue. Sweet card. Sweet patch. Sweet everything. On there. Looks like another sweet patch coming up as well. Alright, we got Trey Lips coming out to the Nets, followed by Luis Arraez of the Padres. Sleeve the trout. Yes, it's for sharing. So you can safely share your trout by whipping it out and playing with it anytime you'd like. Showing it off to anybody. The card. Trout card. It's Trout Awareness Month. Spreading the word. There's a short print Matt Olson going off the Braves. Get it? Got it? Good. Here's a Gold Electricity Vladdy Guerrero Jr. going on the Blue Jays. That's going to be out of 50. 42 of 50. Nice gold electricity. And Jung Ho Lee on the magenta to 99 going out the Giants. That out of 99. And how about a Cedon Rafaela going out to the Red Sox on the green Inception patch auto. That out of 99. Sweet, sweet pull. All right, we got Aaron Judge on the Yanks, followed by Corey Seager of the Rangers. J-Dom rookie going out the Yanks, and a Bobby Witt Jr. on the short print going out the Royals. And we have a green Yario Rodriguez, the Blue Jays. A Lamonte Wade Jr. on the green going out the Giants. And our auto is going to be Ezekiel Tovar rookie auto going out the Rockies. That is a green out of 125. There. Just bring it up. That's close enough. That was our halfway point. Nick Lofton to the Royals, Jung Ho Lee to the Giants, Nick Gonzalez to the Pirates, and a Yordi Alvarez out the Stros. We have a Jeremy Pena on the green going out to the Astros. AJ Smith-Shawver on the red out to the Braves out of 75. Red non-auto. And our auto is going to be a Jordan Westburg to the Orioles on the purple. That purple going to be out of 199. Yeah. I was wondering what you meant by being a trader. I was like, you're still with the Braves, right? And then, no, you're talking about being a trader from the A's. I get it. All right, we got Lamonte Wade Jr. the Giants. Johan Rojas going out the Phillies. A Kyron Paris to the Angels. And a short print Colt Keith rookie going out the Tigers. Very nice. Mason Wynn go out the Cardinals on the green rookie. Sweet Paul Skeens green rookie to the Pirates. And a Marco Luciano of the Giants on the base rookie. This base rookie going to be out of 149. Base rookie auto. 2 boxes left. This one's got some heft to it. Doesn't mean anything. I've been wrong numerous times. I'm just saying it's a little heavier than the others. Doesn't mean anything. Nah. It doesn't really. It doesn't mean nothing. Nope. Don't mean shit. It wasn't even heavier. I was just off. Alright, we got Jackson Chourio, rookie to the Brewers. Followed by Jordan Peck to the Rockies, Jets Chisholm to the Yanks, and Ryan Jeffers out to the Twins. A Lindor on the green going out to the Mets. Nolan Shawnuel on the green going out the Angels. And another Ceddanne Rafaela going out to the Red Sox. This is a green auto this time. So the patch auto green and the base card auto green. That's out of 125. Leaves us with one box left. Lindor to the Mets. You get Luis Arias to the Padres. We have covered it, but sleeve them, you know. And there is a short print Altuve going out the Astros. Then a green Hunter Goodman rookie out the Rockies. Sweet Shohei to the Dodgers. On the green. At least we got one green Shohei. And we got Parker Meadows going out the Tigers. On the final auto, that is a base auto, going to be out at $2.99. And that'll do it for the break. So let me get these put away right quick. Alright, let's start off with our short prints. We got an Altuve to the Stros, Colt Keith to the Tigers, a Bobby Witt to the Royals, and Matt Olson going out to the Braves. Then our greens, these greens not numbered. We got Shohei to the Dodgers, Hunter Goodman to the Rockies, Nolan Shawnuel to the Angels, and Lindor to the Mets, Paul Skeens rookie to the Pirates, a Mason Wynn rookie to the Cardinals, there's Jeremy Pena to the Stros, Lamonte Wade Jr. to the Giants, Yariel Rodriguez rookie to the Blue Jays, Brian Ramos rookie to the White Sox, Kyle Tucker to the Astros, and a Brian Ramos rookie to the White Sox. Other base card parallels. We got a yellow Luis Arias to the Padres. It's out of 199. AJ Smith-Shawver on the red to the Braves. That is out of 75. We got a Jung-Ho Lee on the magenta going out the Giants. That's out of 99. And a gold electricity Vladdy Guerrero Jr. That is out of 50 and going out the Blue Jays. All right, a couple of base autos here. We got a Parker Meadows to the Tigers. That is out of 190 or 299. And a Marco Luciano to the Giants out of 149. A couple of green autos. These green autos are out of 125. We got a Ezekiel Tovar to the Rockies and Ceddanne Rafaela going off the Red Sox. We did get a purple rookie auto of Jordan Westburg to the Orioles. It's out of 199. A red rookie auto of Jordan Wicks to the Cubbies. That is out of 50. Sweet Jordan Wicks there. A Inception patch auto of Ceddanne Rafaela. That is a green parallel. It's out of 99. And the Jumbo Inception patch auto of Mr. PCA to the Cubbies. That is a new right there. Out of 125 going out the Cubbies. Congrats on that one, Joe. And that'll do it for the break. So I shall return in just over 10 minutes. We will start ripping on some Vivid. Right? Some Vivid. So I'll see you guys. It's going to be break 4975. Let's change the break number now. Otherwise, I will forget. And I will see you guys back here shortly, and we'll rip on some Vivid. Peace.
Who's that?
Breaking news. The following message is requested by the state of Topp. There has been an outburst of a deadly infection. I repeat, an outbreak of a highly contagious virus. Sent through the station's emergency alert system. We have been told the outbreak was caused by 2 men who have killed and eaten the body of the deceased.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Top Tier Breaks. I'm James, and as always, we'll be doing the dipping. What up, ladies and gents? All right, we are back. We got some Vivid. So this should be the last Vivid where my checklist differs from Leafs, whatever. I know we've been talking about that in the last few days. Leafs always confusing in that respect, especially when Leaf decides to put the city designations on their checklist, which is kind of a new thing. They've only done it a few times in the past. That being said, I've been messaging back and forth with a few people here and there and everything. We've been talking about this. So my checklist, as I always go by in my listing, has a little discrepancies from the Leaf checklist. We will go by the Leaf checklist for the most part. Okay, the one that we will not honor from the Leaf checklist is the unaffiliated spots. I know that they have some guys like Gabe Geckel, Miles Bailey, and a few other ones to the teams that drafted them, but they didn't sign with those teams, right? They never played with those teams. They're not gonna play with those teams. They declined that option or whatever, and they're gonna probably enter in the draft next year. They're still gonna play college ball. So I am not going to. Yeah, right, Amy, right. So those are the only ones that are not. The ones that are affected that are different on my checklist as opposed to the Leaf checklist, and we will honor those ones in this break. And if you have one of the affected teams and you bid on that team because of that, and there's a few that could be a possibility, I pull one of those in this break, and you want to have your team refunded because you bid on that team because that you thought in my checklist it was going to that team. Then the main one is like Nolan Ryan. I have him under Astros, but Leaf has him under Angels. So if let's just say, for instance, you have the Astros in this break and you bid on him because Nolan Ryan's in there, and I pull a Nolan Ryan, he's going to go to the Angels, and you want a refund on your team, you can have that. I will cancel the team, I will honor that, and I completely understand. But you are forfeiting any other cards that are pulled for that team as well. If I cancel and refund your team, you would forfeit any other cards pulled for your team as well. I'm not just going to give your money back and still get the cards, right? Or you can just keep your team and keep your cards and nothing. But if I don't pull a Nolan Ryan, then it's a moot point, right? It's not a thing. So just wanted to make everybody aware. Starting tomorrow, the list should be right. I think there's still one, maybe two, but not big mistakes on there. I have corrected them since in listings, but anyways. That being said, it is Giambi. Will go to the A's. And I think I have him under Yanks. Raleigh Fingers will go to the A's. I believe I have him under Brewers. Dusty Baker goes to the Dodgers. I believe I have him under Braves. Nolan Ryan to the Angels. I believe I have him under the Astros. Eduardo Tate is Twins. That was just a mistake on my part. He got traded earlier this year to from the Phillies to the Twins. So Eduardo Tate. Rafael Flores I have under the Yanks, and again he got traded midsummer to the Pirates, so he'll go to the Pirates. I think other than that, everything's all good. So, that being said, if any of that is a deal breaker for you, again, in order for me to, for you to want to cancel your team or whatever, that card has to be pulled, right? And so, like if I don't pull a Nolan Ryan, I'm not going to give you a refund for the Astros because Nolan Ryan wasn't pulled. Everything else is fine, if that makes sense. So yes, that's kind of the situation with that. On this break alone, tomorrow's breaks and future breaks, I should have my list back to the to lining up with the Leaf list. So yeah. What up, Joe? Yeah, good day to have the Cubbies in Inception. That's for sure. That is for sure. So let's get to going here with the list. Oh, don't tell me I didn't. Okay, yeah, I do have one not done yet here. Hold on. I gotta. Actually, I do have a team available for this as well. I'm going to have the Giants available for this. I can tell you who's all on the Giants here. I'm going to cancel this dude. He is not paid yet. Good thing I've seen that. We're going to have the Giants available. So if you want to bid on the Giants for this break, head on over to eBay Live. I'm going to cancel this one, and then we will. So that's Bryce Eldridge, Jack Clark, Joshua Gonzalez, and Kevin Mitchell. So Joshua Gonzalez, the big one in that. Obviously, he was one of the top guys in Bowman Chrome. So give me a second here. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that out on this guy here. This late nights are kicking your butt, Joe. Indeed. Alright, yeah, so it'll come up for auction here in just a second. I'm gonna start it. I mean, they've usually sold for a good amount. 63. I'll start it way, at a good price here. Way under what they normally sell for, so we're gonna start at that. Usually sell for about twice as much, so it's a good price here. All right, so that's gonna start here right now. The Giants are live. You guys can go bid on them right now. Okay. We got 49.75, 2025 Leaf Vivid. Full case. We got Diamondbacks, Robert K, Braves, Daryl H, Orioles, Bradley N, Red Sox, Joseph D, Cubs, Edward S, the White Sox, Michael E, Reds, Noel R, Guardians, Rob B, Rockies, Mark M, the Tigers, J Dog, Astros, Nicholas V, Royals, Tomas V, Angels, Daryl H, the Dodgers, Mark M, Marlins, Bradley N, Brewers, Mark M, Twins, Timothy C, the Mets, Joseph L, Yankees, Sayer H, A's, Daryl H, the Phillies, Ronald B, Pirates, Ronald B, Padres, Noel R, Giants to be decided, Mariners, Nicholas V, Cardinals, Joseph D, Rays, Tim C, Rangers, Joseph D, the Blue Jays, Casey R, and the Nats, Edward S. The unaffiliated spot going out to Andrew S, and the non-baseball celebrity spot going out to Daryl H. All right, and Joshua with the Giants. All right. Perfect. All right, Josh, I just sent you. Since it didn't auto charge you there for whatever reason. Wait a second. That's weird. Never mind. Oh yeah, never mind. We're good. All good. Good. All right, let's go. Yeah, it did combine it. As long as you purchase stuff within 12 hours. Yeah, it just went through. As long as you purchase stuff within 12 hours, you get a 12-hour shopping window now on eBay through each seller. Or through each break, for breaks anyway, you get a 12-hour shopping window. Anything purchased within that shopping window, when it finally charges your card, should combine the shipping down to $1. So, oh yeah, hold on. I forgot. We're gonna open up all of these real quick. Even if you pay for them separately. Now, it works most of the time. Doesn't work all the time. I mean, seems like it works. I haven't quite figured it out yet. And actually, it's a really pain in the butt on our side with how it spits out invoices and stuff like that for me. I use like twice as much paper now that I started doing that. Which is, it is what it is. I'm not complaining or whatever. But, what the hell was I going to do? Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's nice for you guys, for sure. Well, it's nice for me, too. I don't gotta, a lot of times people would pay, separately and not wait for, because I've always had it signed up. With me, if you don't get auto paid, make sure you're always waiting to pay until you're all done bidding for the night and then pay for all your teams at the same time. It will automatically combine your card for you because I have it set up, those rules set up on my store to do it like that. But, if it's an auto charge, if it auto charges you, it should automatically combine for you when it goes to charge your card. Or even if you pay physically separately, it should still combine it when it goes to charge your card. At least that's what they say. Yeah, absolutely, Josh. Yep, 100%. If you notice that after your card gets charged or whatever that you paid extra for shipping, I will absolutely refund those. But, gotta be the squeaky wheel, because I'm not going to notice if it did or it didn't. I have way too many transactions to be able to pay attention to each and every single transaction type of thing. So, squeaky wheel gets the grease. If something's wrong, you always got to let me know about it so I can handle it. All right, let's go. All right, we got a Caden Bogenpole on the orange shimmer. All these base cards are going to be one-on-ones. That is an Uno de Uno. We got a Cooper Pratt on the teal prismatic coming soon, going out to the Brewers. That is also a Uno de Uno. Seth Hernandez, the Pirates on the white laser. For for the $3.99 extra, yeah, but I mean, you might as well get the refund though, Joshua. I will absolutely. I got myself written a note there that on the $5 refund you redeemed with tokens. I will definitely get that to you here tonight after the breaks. But yeah, just send me a message and I will refund it to you. Might as well if it didn't. I looked at that one, it just charged you, and it does look like it did give you the $1 shipping though. We got a teal shimmer Seaver King going out the Nats. That's out of 10. I think the whites are going to go here. We got a Quentin Young on the blue sparkles. That's going out the Twins. That is out of 6. White Lava, Nestor Herman going out to the Orioles. That is out of 5. We got a Luke Holman on the Blue Lava going out to the Reds. That is out of 6. Hagen Smith to the White Sox on the Pure Imagination Purple. Oh. Yep. Woo. Gotta get bigger top loaders for those. Those are thicker. They're actually really cool. That is out of 4. And a Colorful Combos dual, Caden Bodine, Ike Irish. Well, there you go, Bradley. You didn't get the single Ike Irish, but you got him on a dual. That's a purple prismatic. That's out of 7. Thatcher Hurd on the white laser going off the Yankees. And a sweet Rintaro Sasaki on the Pure Imagination. It's going out to the unaffiliated. It's a green Pure Imagination. Going out to you, Andrew. That is out of 1. Uno de. Well, there you go. You did get the Ike Irish this time, Brad. How about that? Blue laser. That is out of 6. And we got a Carter Johnson of the Marlins on the red laser. That is out of 2. Caden Bodine going to the Orioles on the green sparkles. That out of 8. We got a Brett Rykowski to the Brewers on the cool gray lava. That's out of 3. Teal lava, Brandon Sproat to the Mets. That is out of 7 or 10. Just another. It's the newest Leaf set, Joshua. Pretty good Leaf set too. There's Andrew Painter going on the Phils on the black neon 1 of 1. That's a 1 of 1 that we add to the ticker right there. So I'm out of stickers, so we're not gonna be able to sticker them and ticker them like normal. But we will put them in. We'll still bag them and put them on the ticker though. And our monochrome, which you're supposed to only get 1 per case, we've been getting 2 per case. So it's monochrome. That is a silver monochrome. Noah Schultz out of the White Sox. That is out of 10. Let's put them with the multis. That's better. We got a Dylan Valentis. That's going out to the unaffiliated on the white crystals. That is out of 1 of 1. And we got a Kevin McGonigal of the Tigers on the, I believe that's a white Technicolor. It's also a 1 of 1. All base cards are 1 of 1s in this set. All non-autos 1 of 1s. We got Dexter McLean Jr. on the green lava, bursting with talent. That's going out to the unaffiliated. That is out of 8. And a Cade Arabide going out to the unaffiliated as well on the blue laser. Unaffiliated absolutely eats in this set. Zaire Hope to the Dodgers on the teal laser. That is out of 10. Badass Trey Savage to the Blue Jays on the orange shimmer bursting with talent. That is out of 4. Sebastian Walcott on the green lava bursting with talent going to the Rangers. That is out of 8. And another Charlie Sheen. It seems like the Charlie Sheens are in every single box. This is going to the Guardians, as he is Wild Thing. That is a blue laser, and it's out of 6. beautiful Charlie Sheen. That's the fourth Charlie Sheen out of 6 cases or something like that. Fourth Charlie Sheen out of 6 or 7 cases. However many I've ripped. Here's a nasty one. That's going out. Well, hold on. That's going to have to be random. It's a green laser, colorful quads. It is numbered out of 6, or 8 rather, 5 of 8. Brady Abel for the Brewers, Caden Bodine for the Orioles, Brendan Summerhill for the Rays, Quentin Young for the Twins. So we are going to random that off right now. Okay. We're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4 is how we're gonna number these. 1 for Brady Abel and the Brewers, 2 for Caden Bodine and the Orioles, 3 for Brendan Summerhill and the Rays, 4 for Quentin Young and the Twins. 5 or 6 we will re-roll. That is a 6, so we got to re-roll. That is a Uno. So that's going to go out to Brady, Abel, and the Brewers. Nolan Souza, the unaffiliated on the orange prismatic. That is a Uno de Uno. Josue de Paula on the teal laser going out the Dodgers, bursting with talent. Nice Josue, Uno de Uno. Chris Hokopian going out to the unaffiliated on the teal laser. That is out of 10. Bryce Rayner to the Tigers on the orange lava, bursting with talent. That is out of 4. AJ Garcia on to the unaffiliated on the white crystals. That out of 5. Andrew Painter to the Phillies on the cool gray crystal. That out of 3. Kellen Lindsay, the Dodgers on the purple lava. It's going to be out of 7. And Sweet Robin Yount. This one's going out to the Brewers. That is a blue prismatic vivid memories. Robin Yount. That is a Uno de Uno. That's pretty badass. Nice one there for the Brewers of Mark. Sweet Yount. And then to the Marlins, we have a teal laser triple exposure. Andrew Salas, PJ Morlando, Carter Johnson. Very sweet one. We should get you I haven't had a case yet, Josh, without a Joshua or two. So, not saying it can't happen, just saying usually there's Joe, and that's the guy you're looking for is Joshua Gonzalez. We got a Tom Glavine. Randy Johnson to the Mariners on the black laser, 1 of 1. A Lazaro Montez to the Mariners as well on the black prismatic Technicolor, 1 of 1. Ryan Waldschmidt to the Diamondbacks on the orange prismatic bursting with talent. The Diamondbacks out of 4. Noah Schultz to the White Sox on the blue laser bursting with talent. It's out of 6. We got a Kyson Witherspoon going out to the Red Sox on the teal laser coming soon. That out of 10. Felman Celeste and the Mariners on the green lava bursting with talent. That is out of 8. And we have an Eduardo Tate going out to the Twins on the orange prismatic. That is out of 4. We got Theo Gillen on the green neon. It's going to the Rays. That out of 8. And the this is going to be a 101 yellow shimmer. Travis Mazzana, who is Guardians. Leo DeVries, who is A's. Hold on a second. Alright, so we're going to have to random this one off. And it's a 101 as well. All yellows in this set are 101s. Yeah, it's a no-go, Jim. It's a no-go. Can't give anything free away. Can't do any free giveaways at all. Not by my choice. So no more Bears Bowl, no more treat nights. All right, 1, 2, and 3 to Travis Mazzana and the Guardians. 4, 5, and 6 to Leo DeVries and the Padres. That is going to be a deuce. So that's going to go out to the Guardians and Travis Mazzana and Rob. Congrats on that one, Rob. That's pretty badass. Also a 1 of 1. So we will put that in the, we're going to ticker it later pile. Alright, Travis Sikora going to the Nats on the red laser. Absolutely, Joe. Yeah, dude. That's 1 of 1. Bears, they're a 4-quarter team, man. They ain't going to give up. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. When good gets better, better gets best. Bears on 3. We got Gene Cabrera going out to the Phillies. That is a uno de uno. Love it. Love what the Bears are doing, man. They just don't quit this year. They got no quit in them. There is a Luke Dickerson on the green laser bursting with talent. Going out to the Nats. That's out of 8. Yoniel Curret. It's going out to the Rays, I believe. Let me double check on that real quick. Oh, you want to fuck on me? Yep. Cool gray laser. Yaniel Curret going to the Rays out of 3. And a Wellington Herrera on the cool gray lava. And that's going out to the Rockies. Can you get a pantsless whammy? I mean, you know, maybe we could auction those out. Like, you can't have the actual whammy, the stuffed whammy. He's going next to the tree. So the tree's getting displayed here in the shop. That's out of 3. Getting the shadow box for the tree is getting retired. Tinker's also retiring right next to him. There's Tyson Lewis on the purple crystal out of 7. Yes, they will be retired together in a shadow box together. All alike. But the you know, maybe the inserted whammies into the boxes, those could be good. We got Tyler Brenner on the teal sparkles. That is going out the Angels. It's out of 10. And we got a Kalen Culpepper on the green Pure Imagination. It's going out the Twins. That is out of 8. And a Kyson Witherspoon and Franklin Arias. It's going out the Red Sox on the green prismatic colorful combos. That be out of 8. You know, I thought like myself, like, what if I put the tree up for auction on eBay? Just curious as to what it would sell for. Just curious. I mean, obviously, it probably wouldn't be much, you know, whatever. But you never know, right? How much you guys think of it, right, or whatever. And then like somebody'd search up, you know, Christmas Advent vintage Christmas Advent calendar tree. Like, why is that worth $447? It's funny. There's a Sebastian Walcott on the black prismatic going out to the Rangers. Uno de uno. George Walcott. Comes with an impeccable case, right? That's a purple prismatic George Walcott going out to the White Sox. Uno de uno style. Yeah, it sucks. That's what it does. But what do you do? We got a Maddox Maloney on the teal prismatic bursting with talent going to the unaffiliated. That is out of 10. Levi Sterling on the green sparkles going out to the Pirates. That's out of 8. Jackson Flora going out to the unaffiliated on the green lava. That is out of 8. Griffin Burkholder on the white prismatic going out to the Phillies. That out of 5. Gabe Geckel going out to the unaffiliated on the red lava bursting with talent. That is out of 2. Like, for instance, that Gabe Geckel. Let's just say that, for instance. We're going to explain this here. Control F. Gabe. Find. Alright, they will say Cincinnati. The Leaf checklist going to say Cincinnati on that. He is an Arkansas Razorback. So he was drafted by the Reds in the 20th round of the 2023 MLB of the MLB draft. 20th round of the 2023 draft, right? 2023 draft, the 20th round. He played for Arkansas in 2024 and this year, 2025. So in no way, shape, form, anything should he go to the Reds, right? Does that make sense? But Leaf, when whoever's making their checklist, that's what I'm saying, is you can take the Leaf checklist with a grain of salt or the team allotments with a grain of salt. Now, they may, who knows who they choose. It seems like they're going longest tenured team for retired players and active team for active players like I do, so those align pretty good. But, like for Gabe Geckel, right, they just look to see who drafted him, and they don't use common sense, right? Like, oh, he was drafted in 2023 in the 20th round, but he didn't sign because it was a 20th rounder. He decided to go back to college. So and he never signed with them, and so he's played college 2 years since that draft. But they'll give him to the Reds. So never will he go to the Reds. He'll go to the unaffiliated. So I will differ from that list always with some of the unaffiliated guys. Anywho's. There's a Leo DeVries. That's going to be going out the A's on the green crystal bursting with talent. It's at 8. And we got a... That is awesome. Right, Joe? Right. Didn't even pitch much for Arkansas this year, right? Oh. Wowzers. That's a good one. That's a good one. That is a Rhino. Dale Murphy, Mike Schmidt, triple exposure, 1 of 1. Holy shit. What a triple this is, man. My God. Okay. Unfortunately, it will need to be randomed. Alright, that is going to be between Ryan Sandberg and the Cubbies, Dale Murphy and the Braves, Mike Schmidt and the Phillies. 1 and 2 to Rhino, 2 and 3. Or 1 and 2 to Rhino, 3 and 4 to Dale Murphy, 5 and 6 to Mike Schmidt and the Phillies. So, Edward and the Cubbies, Daryl and the Braves, Ronald and the Phillies. Good luck to the 3 of you. was a 5. That was a 5er. That is going to go out to Mike Schmidt and the Phillies. So congrats on that. Again, it is a 1 of 1. Crazy. Crazy. It's a crazy good triple right there. All right, we got 5 boxes left. We got a Brady Abel on the Super Prismatic, or excuse me, the Red Flood. 1 of 1 going out to the Brewers. Cooper Pratt on the Neon Bronze, 1 of 1 going out to the Brewers. Kalen Culpepper on the Blue Laser going out to the Twins. That's out of 6. Giangello Cinche to the Mariners on the Orange Laser. That's going to be out of 4. We got a Hagen Smith on the Teal Laser coming soon, going out to the White Sox. That is out of 10. And to the Giants, we have a Josuar Gonzalez. Well, there you go, Joshua. A Josuar for Joshua. That is a White Lava. Going to be out of 5. Definitely the dude you're looking for the Giants there, Joshua. And we got a Caden Bogenpole on the Teal Crystal going out to the unaffiliated. That is out of 10. We got a Braylon Doughty on the Bronze Neon going out to the Guardians. That is out of 7. And Josue de Paula going out to the Dodgers on the Green Crystal. That is out of 8. 4 boxes left. We got a Jarlin Susana. Oh, I always forget who our Jarlin Susana goes. Nats. I was going to say Nats, and then I didn't. But, anyways. Jarlin Susana going to go to the Nats. On the Yellow Shimmer. That's a 1-1. Jefferson Cuero. Good old Scooter going to the Brewers. On the Purple Shimmer. Bursting with Talent. 1-1. Cam Caminiti on the Green Sparkles going out to the Braves. It's out of 8. Billy Carlson, the White Sox on the Purple Laser. That is out of 7. Manuel Rodriguez on the Green Laser Bursting with Talent. Going out the Twins. That is out of 8. Braden Montgomery on the Blue Shimmer. Going to the White Sox. That is out of 6. Franklin Arias on the Green Laser Bursting with Talent going to the Red Sox. That is out of 8. We got a John Gill on the Hollow Blue, or the Platinum Blue Neon going to the Braves. That's out of 10. Rock Chalowski predicted to be one of the top few draft picks next year. Let's go to the unaffiliated. That is a green or an orange crystal out of 4. Three boxes left. They do, Joe. Yeah, they do. You can't tell me how relieved. I can't tell you how relieved I am that showed up too. By the way. I did, Joshua. Yeah, I did watch that. Yeah, I did watch that for sure. I think I might have fallen asleep and forgot to go back and rewatch the rest of it. But yeah, interesting there for sure. There's a Kassan Evans. It's unaffiliated, this Kassan Evans, but it's the first time I pulled him, so I was just like, well, let's make sure. Alright, that is a 1-of-1 cool gray laser, or lava, bursting with talent. Cash Mayfield going on the Padres. On the red neon, that is a Uno de Uno, as they all are. Non-autos, that is. We got a Theo Gillen to the Rays on the blue laser bursting with talent. That is out of 6. A Robert Kalaz on the bursting with talent purple prismatic going out to the Rockies. Color match, Rockies. Shocker. It's out of 7. Rintaro Sasaki on the green lava. Going to the unaffiliated. It's out of 8. Miles Bailey to the unaffiliated on the red shimmer. That is out of 2. And we got a Malcolm Moore on the teal sparkles going out to the Rangers. That is out of 10. Kevin McGonigal. On the red laser bursting with talent going to the Tigers. It's out of 2. And a monochrome white Josue de Paula going out to the Dodgers. Never fails. Supposed to get 1, they give you 2. It's out of 5. All right, we have a Vivid Memories black laser. Mark McGuire, that's going to be going to the A's. That is a 1-of-1. Trey Savage on the red lava going out to the Blue Jays. That is also a 1-of-1. It was interesting for sure. Joshua. We got a Cruz Schoolcraft going to the Padres on the teal crystal. That is a out of 10. We got a Griff O'Farrell on the green prismatic going out to the Orioles. That is out of 8. Gary Gilhill on the green shimmer going out to the Rays. That is out of 8. We got a Shedry Vargas on the red lava going out to the Rangers. That is out of 2. A Desan Hill on the teal laser going out to the Twins. That is out of 10. Cade Arambide on the green Pure Imagination going out to the unaffiliated. That is out of 8. And a Charlie Connon on the blue crystal. That's going out to the Rockies. That'd be out of 6. Final box. Robert Kalaz on the purple prismatic bursting with talent. Uno de Uno. Griffin Burkholder on the orange laser going out the Phillies. That is a Uno de Uno as well. We got an Anderson Brito on the green lava. It's going out the Astros. It's out of 8. Alex Hernandez on the white prismatic going to the Pirates. That is out of 5. A Sweet Dean Moss on the, I believe that to be a red laser Technicolor going to the Rays. That is out of 2. Well, let me me see where they got. I don't know. See where I got David Wells going to as well. I'm 90% sure I got him going to the Blue Jays. I do have him going to the Blue Jays. Now let's find out. Yeah. See? Yeah. Yeah. I'm so smart. All right. David Wells going to the Blue Jays on the purple laser. Vivid Memories. First one of my pulled. That is a Uno de Uno. Cooper Pratt on the blue prismatic bursting with talent going out the Brewers. It's on 6. Malcolm Moore on the hollow silver neon. Going to the Rangers. It's out of 3. Travis Bazzana on the orange sparkles going out to the Guardians on our final card. It's going to the Guardians again, and that is out of 4. And that'll do it for the break. So, let's get our recap going. Here is all of our non-auto one-of-ones. Every one of the non-autos in this set are one-of-ones. Starting off, we got a Pure Imagination Rintaro Sasaki to the unaffiliated. Cash Mayfield, or a neon Cash Mayfield to the Padres. All right. Griffin Burkholder to the Phillies. Robert Claus to the Rockies. Trey Savage to the Blue Jays. Mark McGuire to the A's. Son Evans unaffiliated. Jefferson Cuero to the Brewers. Jarlin Susana going out to the Nats. Brady Abel to the Brewers. George Walcott White Sox. Sebastian Walcott Rangers. Gene Cabrera Phillies. Travis Ikora Nats. Lazaro Montez Mariners. Randy Johnson as well. Yosway DePaulo to the Dodgers. Nolan Souza unaffiliated. The Kevin McGonigal to the Tigers. Dylan Volantis to the unaffiliated. Thatcher Hurd to the Yanks. Cooper Pratt to the Brewers. Caden Bogenpole out to the unaffiliated. All right. All right, here's our neons. Theo Gillen to the Rays out of 8. John Gill to the Mets, or to the Braves out of 10. A Braylon Doughty, these are bronzes and these are out of 7. So Braylon Doughty to the Guardians, Cooper Pratt to the Brewers. A Malcolm Moore going out to the Rangers, that is out of 3. Pure Imaginations, Cade Ironbide on the green, that's going out to the unaffiliated out of 8. Caleb Culpepper, the Twins on the green out of 8 as well. And a purple Pure Imagination, Hagen Smith to the White Sox, that's out of 4. Multi-autos. We got a green prismatic Franklin Arias, Kyson Witherspoon to the Red Sox. That is out of 8. Andrew Salas, PJ Morlando, Carter Johnson, teal velocity. That's out of 10 and going out to the Marlins. A Brady Abel, Caden Bodine, Brendan Summerhill, Quentin Young, green velocity, colorful quads. That is out of 8. It's up there. And in the random, the Brewers and Brady Abel won that one. Then a Caden Bodine, Ike Irish on the purple prismatic going out to the Orioles. That's out of 7. And our monochromes, we got a Noah Schultz, the White Sox on the silver. That's out of 10. And a Josue DePaula on the white monochrome going to the Dodgers. That's out of 5. All right, here's all of our teal parallels. They are lasers, crystals, sparkles, prismatics, lavas, the whole 9 yards. These are all teals, and they're all numbered to 10. We got Desan Hill to the Twins, Cruz Schoolcraft to the Padres, Malcolm Moore to the Rangers, Caden Bogenpole unaffiliated, Hagen Smith to the White Sox, Maddox Maloney unaffiliated, Tyler Bredner to the Angels, Kyson Witherspoon to the Red Sox, Chris Hokopian going out to the unaffiliated, Zaire Hope to the Dodgers, Brandon Sproat to the Mets, Seaver King to the Nats. Greens. Greens are all out of 8. We got Anderson Brito, the Astros, Gary Gilhill, the Rays, Griff O'Farrell, the Orioles, Rentaro Sasaki, unaffiliated, Franklin Arias, Red Sox, Manuel Rodriguez, the Twins, Cam Caminiti, the Braves, Yosue DePaula, the Dodgers, Leo DeVries, the A's, Jackson Flora, unaffiliated, Levi Sterling, Pirates, Luke Dickerson, Nats, Felon Celestin, Mariners, Sebastian Walcott, Rangers, Dexter McLean Jr., unaffiliated, and Caden Bonide to the Orioles. Purples are out of 7. We got a Robert Claus, the Rockies, Billy Carlson, White Sox, Tyson Lewis, Reds, and Kellen Lindsey, the Dodgers. And then our blues. These blues are out of 6. We got a Cooper Pratt, Brewers, Charlie Condon, Rockies, Theo Gillen, Rays, Braden Montgomery, the White Sox, Kalen Culpepper, Twins, Noah Schultz, White Sox, Charlie Sheen to the Guardians, Wild Thing, Kata Ehrenbeid to the unaffiliated, Ike Irish to the Orioles, Luke Holman to the Reds, and Quentin Young to the Twins. Then our oranges are going to be out of 4. Travis Mazzana to the Guardians, Rock Chalowski unaffiliated, Durango Sinche to the Mariners, Eduardo Tate to the Twins, Ryan Walshman to the Diamondbacks, Bryce Rader to the Tigers, Trey Savage to the Blue Jays. Cool Gray parallels, these are out of 3. We got Wellington Herrera to the Rockies, Yaniel Currit going to the Rays, Andrew Painter to the Phillies, Brett Whitekowski to the Brewers. Then our Reds are going to be out of 2. We have a Dean Moss to the Rays, Shedry Vargas to the Rangers, Kevin McGonigal Tigers, Miles Bailey unaffiliated, Gabe Geckel unaffiliated, and Carter Johnson to the Marlins. And then our whites, these are going to be out of 5. I guess I skipped over those. Alex Hernandez, the Pirates, Josué Gonzalez to the Giants, Griffin Burkholder to the Phillies, AJ Garcia to the unaffiliated, Nestor Herman to the Orioles, and Seth Hernandez to the Pirates. And then our one-on-ones that we will add to the ticker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them there are. So to the ticker we go. That is going to take us to 1,094 one-on-ones pulled on this very stage this year, since January 1st of this year. And climbing. Smashed our goal of 1,000. Now we were working on almost getting 1,100. I think we'll probably be at 1,200 by the end of the year, maybe. Something like that. It's a pretty good showing for a year of one-on-ones. We have a David Wells going to the Blue Jays. A nasty, and I mean nasty triple. Ryan Sandberg, Dale Murphy, Mike Schmidt. All of these are numbered 101 on the back. That one in the random went to Mike Schmidt and the Phillies. The Travis Mazzana, Leo DeVries, and in the random, that one went to the Guardians and Travis Mazzana. We got a Robin Yount to the Brewers and an Andrew Painter to the Phillies. All right, people's one break left here tonight. 49.76. That is going to be an impeccable full case. So I will see you guys back here in just over 10 minutes. We will rip that. Peace.
I travel through the mountains, walking through this wasteland. My eyes are fixed on the horizon, holding on to what I am. All alone out in this world, through the darkness I descend. My eyes are fixed on the horizon, pushing onwards to the end.
Hey, you got mad fun. Run the rhythm.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Top Tier Breaks. I'm James Lee, as always, and I'll be doing the ripping. Alright, ladies and gents. Now, Joshua, I see you found the custom emojis. I should make more of those. I lost my old computer crashed, and that had all the files on those custom emojis I made. That's the stoner tree. It's pretty good. Anyways, what's up, peeps? We got our final break of the night. We got some impeccable. See if we can pull another gold bar. Pull a gold bar on Friday. Because that's how we do here at Top Tier. Pulling gold bars like it's your job. Oops, hold on. I gotta change my lists here real quick. Oh my god. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yo es idioso. You know what? Okay. Hold on here. Forgot to make the list. The wifey didn't finish all the lists again tonight, and I didn't realize that until just now. So I'm not really an idiot. She just didn't finish her job. So I guess, just give me a second here. It'll take me about 3 minutes to make the list. Might as well just do it now real quick. 49.76. Switch. It's going to be extra sloppy. Okay. Okay. We got 4976, 2025 impeccable full case. We got Diamondbacks, Robert K, Braves, KCR, Orioles, Rick N, Red Sox, Thomas K, Cubs, Brian R, White Sox, Joe L, Reds, Brian R, Guardians, Rob V, Rockies, Rick N, Tigers, Marisol M, the Astros, Rick N, Royals, Nicholas V, Angels, Daniel B, Dodgers, Brock H, the Marlins, Robert K, Brewers, Keith M, Twins, Eric M, Mets, Darren M, the Yankees, Brock H, A's, Zachary C, Phillies as well, Pirates, Bob W, Padres, Michael C, Giants as well, the Mariners, Chris G, Cardinals, Rays, Zachary C, the Rangers, Michael C, Blue Jays, ENR, Nats, Daniel B, and then Negro League and Sasaki spot going out to James G. Jim, who was the gold bar? Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee Reese was the gold bar. So, Dodgers. Dodgers. Well, we're going to find out right away if we got another gold bar or silver bar. Set up the receptacles. It is our most modest price receptacle. Fuck this dude. Let's just go over to Ralph's and get a coffee can. Something like that. Alright, we got a James Wood on the silver to 60 going off the Nats. A Augustin Ramirez to the Marlins out of 99. Carson Bench on the hollow gold to 10 going off the Mets. Nice bench. A Ryan Waldschmidt on the hollow silver jersey autos out of 25 going to the Diamondbacks. Sweet Jonah Tong here to the Mets on the hollow gold extravagance. That's numbered 6 of 10. Kumar Rocker on the hollow gold elegance jersey autos. That is out of 10 as well. Bryce Rayner on the elegance jersey autos to the Tigers. That's out of 99. You too, Joshua. I'll see you. I'll hopefully catch you tomorrow, man. And I forgot to cover it, son. At least I remembered to cover it last night when it was the gold bar. We do not have a gold bar. It's a silver. It's a hollow silver out of 25 Chase Burns to the Reds. And going out to the Mariners and Chris, we have a Felon Celestin on the silver bar. It's 1 troy ounce of fine silver, and that's numbered 20 of 25. There it is. Those are spacers. Tony Perez going on to the Reds. That is out of 99. We got a Rhett Lauder on the silver to 60 going on to the Reds. Mariano Rivera on 99 to the Yankees. is a redemption for Juan Gonzalez. It's going to go out the Rangers. It's an impeccable leader's signatures. I'm not sure what it's going to be numbered out of, as it will be numbered to whatever he led in whatever year he led that in. I would assume 90 something. Well, it's pretty easy to make that assumption. It's going to be numbered to 90 something, because I'm sure it's something he led in the 90s as far as a stat that he led in the 90s. But we'll be going to the Rangers. We got a Blake Burke going out the Brewers on the Elegance Jersey Autos. That is out of 99. Enrique Bradfield Jr., the Orioles on the Elegance Jersey Autos out of 99. And Paul O'Neill on the hollow gold impeccable lumber sigs going out to the Cardinals. Or Reds, rather, sorry. That is out of 10, bookend numbered 1 of 10 as well. And impeccable leaders. Roger Clemens, that's going out to the Blue Jays. And it's out of 97 as he led the league in strikeouts in 1997 for the Blue Jays. And then our jumbo fielding glove relic is going to be a Bubba Chandler to the Pirates. Nice jumbo fielding glove relic there, and that's out of 6. All right, we have a Tony Perez on the silver out of 60 going out to the Reds. There is a Cash Mayfield on the Browns to 99 going out to the Padres. Colt Emerson going out to the Mariners on the hollow or the gold to 35. There's a Boston Bateman on the watercolors hollow silver out of 25 going out to the Padres. A Canvas Creations Max Anderson going out to the Tigers. That out of 35. 1, 2, 3. Oh, badass. Yeah, all right, going out to the Pirates, we got a hollow silver immortal ink Andy Van Slyke. That out of 25 as well. And friend of the program, Mr. Steve Garvey, going out to the Dodgers. Excuse me, he says. Legend has it that piece of bat relic smells much like pine tar. Indeed it does. And it will shush you. It's out of 76 on that impeccable number 6. And nastiness right here. That's going out to the Pirates. That is a hollow silver Paul Skeens indelible ink numbered 10 of 25. And it's a beauty. Definitely take that. And our final card is a Stainless Stars of none other than Mr. Nick Kurtz. Going out to the A's. That is out of 99. And will be our final card of the break. Alright, here we go for a recap quick for you guys. Here we go. There is a, yeah, you didn't get any Savage, Ian. Got you Roger Clemens, though. These are out of 99. Cash Mayfield to the Padres, Mariano Rivera to the Yanks, Tony Perez to the Reds, and Augustin Ramirez to the Marlins. And then our silvers, these are out of 60. We got Tony Perez to the Reds, Rhett Lauder to the Reds, and a James Wood going off the Nats. We got a gold Cole Emerson to the Mariners, that's out of 35, and a hollow gold Carson Bench to the Mets, that's out of 10. Our Canvas Creations, both out of 30, or no, they're not. Max Anderson to the Tigers, out of 35, and a hollow silver Chase Burns to the Reds, out of 25. Then we have Impeccable Leaders, that is a Roger Clemens to the Blue Jays, and it's out of 97. And then a redemption for a Juan Gonzalez Impeccable Leader is going to go out to the Rangers. I'm not sure of the numbering there on that one. Immortal Ink Hollow Silver, Andy Van Slyke to the Pirates. That is out of 25. And also to the Pirates, a nasty Paul Skeens Indelible Ink Hollow Silver out of 25. Then a Jonah Tong Hollow Gold Extravagance Auto. That is numbered 6 of 10, going to the Mets. We got a hollow silver Boston Bateman to the Padres. That's out of 25 on the watercolors. Impeccable Lumber Sigs. We got a friend of the program, Steve Garvey. That is out of 76 going to the Dodgers. And a hollow gold Paul O'Neill to the Reds. So that is hollow gold bookend numbered 1 of 10. And then our Elegance Jersey Autos. First 3 are out of 99. We got Enrique Bradfield Jr. to the O's, Blake Burke to the Brewers, and a Bryce Rayner to the Tigers. And then a hollow silver Ryan Walshman to the Diamondbacks, that's out of 25. And a hollow gold Kumar Rocker to the Rangers, that is numbered 8 of 10. Our stainless stars was a Nick Kurtz going out the A's, that is out of 99. And then our jumbo fielding glove relic is numbered 4 of 6, and it's a Bubba Chandler and going out to the Pirates. Nice fielding glove relic there. And our silver bar we got in this case was a Felton Celestin going to the Mariners. 1 troy ounce of fine silver and numbered 20 of 25. And that'll do it for Sunday night edition of Top Tier. Coming back at you Tuesday afternoon. The breaks that are sold tomorrow night, I think there's 4 of them being sold tomorrow night. Those are going to break Tuesday afternoon. And then back to regular scheduling Tuesday night with the 6 breaks going on Tuesday night. Well, there's only going to be 4 breaks broke on Tuesday night. I'll have a random or something like that go off Tuesday night because we're selling 6 on Tuesday night because 2 of them are pre-sales for update breaks that happen Wednesday afternoon. The other 4 break Tuesday night. I'll try to have a random available so we'll have some time open Tuesday night. Can't do the tree anymore, right? So we got to do something. So I will. Yeah, I'll try to have a random available for that. Maybe get some memorabilia in here or something like that for that night or something like that. But so I won't see you again until Tuesday afternoon. So don't miss me too much. I won't miss you guys too. Yeah, I'll miss you a lot. Right. Anyways, so I'll see you guys then. And until then, remember, if they keep making it, I'm damn sure going to keep breaking it. And until I see you guys again, you guys be good. Stay safe. I'm going to catch you guys later.